having a sensational season. His team has total confidence in him. This time a year ago, he was a fill-in for Tua Tagovailoa. Now he is the man. Michael McCorkle. Mac Jones, second in the country in completion percentage, comes in with 23 touchdowns. Here's the guy that joins him, Landon Dickerson. You saw him with the offensive and defensive line rallied around him. It was a very spirited talk he gave his guys, and he leads that great offensive line for the Tide. First down, and the throw is complete, and it's Devonta Smith right off the bat, and he's got about 8 yards on the openings. First down out to the 45.
Slade Bolton is in the game. An ankle problem for the slot receiver for Alabama.
Of course, took over when Jalen Waddle was injured earlier in the season. Quick slant. Devonta took a shot. So first down at the 45 of LSU.
Extra offensive lineman in the game.
And 2 tight ends in play action. Jones rifles it down the middle to Mechie. And Mechie's got it all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, as Brad mentioned, they lost Jalen Waddle, one of the great players we have in college football, but Mechie has no weak point. There's nowhere you can lean like, okay, we're going to give this guy some room. It's just anywhere you look, they've got stars and playmakers.
Jaleel Billingsley, number 19, another tight end in motion. Najee Harris inside the 10, the 5, the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. The 18th rushing touchdown for number 22.
And as I said, sometimes we talk about the big three, Devonta Smith and Najee Harris, that guy number 22 right there, and Mac Jones. But that offensive line just cleared them out. Get him in space, and it's tough to tackle number 22.
A missed opportunity on 4th and short.
You can see they looked at it. They looked to the bench. They probably had the option of running the sneak or the running back. They decided to go the running back off tackle. Didn't work.
Play fake. Mac Jones firing complete. Got it to Billingsley, and he's all the way out across the 40. He's becoming a big part now, all of a sudden, of this Alabama offense.
You know, it kind of reminds me, Billingsley does, of when Alabama a couple of years ago had Irv Smith at that tight end spot. Playing with the Vikings right now. Comes across the field, goes back, looks like he's going to go across, but then weaves back out, and again, a perfect throw.
Here's a toss sweep. Najee Harris with blockers in front. Broke one tackle. Now he turns on the speed, and he's all the way to the 31-yard line before he flies in. Letting everybody know he's in the vicinity tonight, including Devonta Smith and now Najee Harris. At the 15, a little toss. Devonta Smith with Mechie blocking down the sideline. He's got it down inside the 5.
How about as pretty as this play designed by Steve Sarkisian? Elite.
So second down and 10. Forrestall, the tight end in motion, sets in the backfield for Alabama. Najee Harris weaving his way through, close to another first down. And the Nick Saban era, 4th down and a yard, going for more. They don't go on 4th down very often. This is almost 2 yards. Billingsley in motion. The throw is out to Billingsley for an easy first down. And Derek Stingley has to bring him down, but he's going to move the chains again. Mac Jones perfect so far.
This season or this game?
Just this game, but he's close to perfect on the season. He wants more right here.
He's got it.
Going to go long, got a wide open touchdown to Billingsley. That was too easy.
Yeah, Devonta Smith goes from left to right, and Billingsley goes from right to left. They all cover number 6. Watch this one goes across. Was it Mechie? Yes, it was Mechie. Excuse me, number 8. Watch Mechie go one way, and then Billingsley comes the other way. 3 go with Mechie. No one goes with Billingsley.
And as a quarterback, you got to be thinking, this guy's so wide open, just don't mess this up.
Before he caught it, I go, there, and he got it.
State, and Cox was at NDSU. He knew the program he was coming from and knew that he was the kind of defensive leader Pelini needed in this defense.
Well, he only went 45-1 for North Dakota State as they went 3 championships when he was there. Mac Jones going deep. Devonta Smith is gone. Touchdown, Alabama. How many times have we said that this year? A lot.
Again, the receivers for Alabama, it's something that Sarkisian MO. They like to take their receivers and switch their routes. Watch how the inside guy goes outside and the outside guy comes inside, and it's a bust by LSU. We've seen it before. It's worked before against other teams, just like that. One guy on the slot, Devonta Smith, goes to the outside, and it seems to confuse the defensive backs. In a 14-point game, we had the weird touchdown there in the end zone on the ball being dropped. LSU recovers it. Then they get the great run, stay in the game, but they need to stop to really believe.
Robinson and Harris both in the backfield. Now Robinson clears out. Jones looked at him and now throws back the other way. What a catch by Najee Harris. And he's still going, and he got a first down. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it was designed the whole way. Throwback screen the whole way. But he had to find Najee. There was a lot of traffic for number 22 to kind of maneuver his way through. Fake, roll out to the right, trying to get it to him, Finally, I see him, and as you say, he snaps it off and then breaks a couple tackles for the first down.
Najee Harris just pinned that in his left forearm.
Yes.
And he's got some pretty good sized forearms, and he's got a first down. There's the first 10 pass attempts for Mac Jones, including 2 more touchdowns. Plenty of time here. Deep for Devonta Smith, in stride again, and goodbye again. Devonta Smith, touchdown.
My.
You run out of things to say about that combination.
Well, it's the play they've been running all year again. They fake the block, does Devonta, and then he wheels down the sideline. Fake the block and go to the outside. Looks like it's going to be a wide receiver screen. Nope. And he beats number 25 flat again. Why isn't it on Stingley? Why is Stingley not inside playing against the Devonta?
Pretty close.
Well, both of them had a lot of weapons. I mean, the 3 NFL receivers they had with Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Marshall. Remember, Alabama had the big 3 last year, and they still got a big one right now in Devonta. 2 good running backs they had.
Here's Jones from his own end zone. He's still perfect. And by the way, you can add 3 more touchdowns to those numbers we just showed you. That was coming into the game. Now they got a 3rd and 5. If LSU can hold off and not jump offside, they can at least try to make Mac Jones and Alabama earn this one. Jones back to the completion. Now to Devonta Smith. Smith in the open field, trying to outrun everybody. Stingley giving chase. He'll bring him down, but not before he's to the 25-yard line.
Remember a year ago when they had Henry Ruggs and Jalen Waddle? They said Devonta Smith matched up this time against Stingley. He's the route runner. He's the slower of the guys.
Come on.
Watch him run away from everybody right here. There's a guy that came back. Everybody thought, even me included, thought he might just opt for the NFL last year. He has helped himself coming back this year. Back and fits in for the block. Good job by number 87.
You know, this is an ongoing college football record of 35 points or more, and now 22 straight games. And we're, by the way, not till halftime yet. Najee Harris into the secondary, down to the 35-yard line. Mac Jones, a little bit of pressure this time, rifles it across the middle to Mechie, and a first down at the 20. Scores, but he'll be over 200 sometime in this game.
Got a roundup.
Yeah, yeah. That was one of those .5s.
Yes.
3rd down at 10. At the 20. Jones goes to the end zone. Oh, what a catch! Devonta Smith. Touchdown, Alabama.
Holy cow.
Okay.
This is jaw-dropping.
Yeah, you don't even know what to say sometimes.
Good coverage. Great coverage. One-handed to 2. Unbelievable.
Well, he got his 200 back in fashion, didn't he? What a catch. We've seen him do this for basically 3 years, but
Holy
they
cow.
just get better. Another touchdown pass for Mac Jones. Another one for number 6, his 3rd of the night.
You know, that works at any level. I mean, you're covered that much in any, you can go to NFL and be covered that closely. A ball like that, the spectacular catches, and just add this one to a spectacular career.
Well, there was one that won a championship for him, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then these are some of the other ones we've seen over the years.
And add this one to the...
Yeah, just put it on the highlight reel and add to it, and then send the Biletnikoff Award to him right now, will you? Somebody just send the Biletnikoff Award.
When that ball was thrown,
Tuscaloosa.
I thought it was out of the end zone.
I did too. I thought it was going into the first row of the seats. Oh, boy. That's something special to watch.
I'll tell you, you know, I've watched him and watched him and watched him. And the only comparison I have to any player I've ever seen is Lynn Swann.
Yeah, me too. We
Right?
made that comparison a year ago.
I just think
on some of these.
He's acrobatic. He's effortless runner.
Presented by Goodyear. As you look down in at Death Valley and Tiger Stadium, Alabama, first down from the 41. Mac Jones getting a little heat down the middle, competes it to Devonta Smith. And another first down and a pickup of 12 or 13 more.
So this is how a veteran handles the pocket. Feel a little pressure, just kind of shuffle around, but don't lose your downfield perspective. Find the seam and then find your 3rd or 4th receiver. And it's nice to have your 3rd receiver be number 6.
Yep.
Now, let's see if they try to put one more on the board here now.
Back in 22, they put up 47. They've got 45, and they do have a first down at the 11-yard line. Najee Harris blasts off the left side and cruises to an Alabama touchdown, his 3rd of the night. Boy, nobody touched him.
They went left again behind Leatherwood and Brown.
And Forrestal got a nice block on Jacoby Stevens.
And one thing Alabama is saying, we don't want to get anybody thrown out right now because that means the first half of next week's game.
Here's Najee Harris, and that,
Yeah.
you can drive a truck through that thing.
Yeah, Leatherwood threw Andre Anthony, number 3, out of the picture, and you're right. Forrestal at the end did it, but that side not even come close to making that a tough run.
AT&T 5G pylon cam, as you saw, number 22 just cruise control for Najee for his 3rd touchdown of the night, his 20th on the ground this season in LSU territory.
Still the starters. They're going to finish off this drive, I think, before we see Bryce Young and some of the backups.
And they keep it on the ground to Brian Robinson. He's got the first down and more as he continues to run hard.
They go into that championship game undefeated, and Florida upsets them. I think they're in. They win the way they're winning now. They beat Arkansas. I think they're going into that game, win or lose, they're in the playoffs.
Low snap, handled well though, and Robinson blasts his way for a first down. Inside the 10, around the 7.
One thing, you know, you put in the backup quarterback, but you keep in that starting offensive line. Those 5 guys are there, and they do the job. That time, Landon Dickerson.
That's half of the play of the game, presented by Jersey Mike Subs. It was the 3rd scoring toss for Mac Jones to Devonta Smith on this ridiculous catch in the back of the end zone. This is how Eli Gold, our buddy, called it on the Crimson Tide Radio Network.
Najee waits. Mac claps his hands, gets the snap. Mac stands in, throws back of the end zone. High. Devonta. Oh, my goodness. Touchdown, Alabama. Devonta goes up, makes an unbelievable touchdown catch.
It was this matchup between Alabama and LSU.
I think when the Alabama players are interviewed after the game, they're going to talk a lot about last year's game, seeing, and deservedly so. LSU, you know, I mean, they deserve that win to celebrate on their turf, but I think that's stuck in their craw.
Yeah. You know, they carried Joe Burrow off last year, and
there was a leaked, you know, celebration in the locker room
that was supposed to be kept in locker room.
Yep. So,
but these 2 guys remember, and 2 of the guys that came back, and 2 of the guys that Nick Saban told us about his seniors in the game against Auburn last week. He said these dudes came back, and that's what I'm most proud of, and they have been the leaders of this example, don't they? They do some remarkable things on the field. Bryce Young on the give, and here's a big hole, and all the way into the secondary goes Jace McClellan again, and he's going to be a good one, it appears, as he's getting more and more time here in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, he was a late recruit that Alabama turned from Oklahoma. He's a Texas kid, going to get his turn, as you said, and makes it there.